Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Harem Podcast. I'm your host, Alex Luby, and I'm joined, as always, by the horniest of homies to sail the seven seas, Mr. Jonathan Semrau, Anthony Luby, Luke Farnsworth, and Neil.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Neil looks like he's having a rough week.
He always is.
Neil is literally chronically depressed. Rem is always consoling him.
Up top.
Nice one, Neil. You really put your back into that one.
Stop being mean to Neil. Dude.
But today's kind of a weird episode because, one, not only is it a Thursday night, but this is a part 2 to episode 37, which, if you guys saw that last episode, we were having some serious camera troubles. So we decided to call that episode a little early because we couldn't figure out what was going on. I mean, we know what was going on. It's
it
our
was the
equipment.
Sony A6000 saying, you guys are done.
Yeah,
You're
it was Sony giving us the big slammer.
The Alabama slammer.
Taking us to the
Alabama slammer.
All
big bazinga in the
So,
sky.
Yeah.
Thorpe has two things.
Yeah.
First, I'm really hungry.
All right.
What's
Boy,
new?
what
And I
riveting
feel heavy.
news.
Second, I went to the gym today, right?
Uh-huh.
All right.
Again,
so-
what's new?
And I just listen. It gets better. It doesn't. It's bad. But all right. So I did my workout, and then I did 35 minutes of cardio on the stair stepper. And I meant to shower when I got home, but I didn't.
Don't.
But listen, I said I would shower in the chat. So then I dropped off my old mini fridge to Corporal because I got a new one. So I drop it off, and I get home, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shower. Then I didn't. Because I'm like, I gotta watch Maho's new video. So I watched Maho's new video. And lo and behold, it's time to leave to come here. So I'm pretty gross.
Dude,
I meant to throw in some
Dude.
cologne.
Oh, man.
I'm also
But I
very
didn't.
gross, so that's fine.
Thank God
Look at
you
that.
two are on that end.
Who wants the
You know
hug?
what
It's not my fault. I've been up
Hugger.
at the Akron since 11 a.m. and then I came straight here.
The moment-
the Akron, you collect a film.
I was in Akron today, Luke, too. Working in this shithole
yeah.
house where I got literally coal dust all over me. And
Yeah.
the first thing I did when I got home was shower.
The room that I was in was 86 degrees. And
I
then I
was-
had to go outside and walk across the 83-degree weather in the sun to sit with a fucking pot of dirt, walk back, and then I got to cool down in the nice, cold 86-degree room.
I don't know, man. I love this heat. Like at work,
I do
the
too.
guys
I
are
hate
like,
this.
"Can you
Fuck
turn on the
this.
fan?" I'm like, "No, I like the heat.
I hate
It's
this.
nice.
Fuck this weather.
I love it.
I love the heat."
Anyway, Alex said that this is kind of a weird episode. You guys know what else is weird? When everyone doesn't hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Also, ring the bell for notifications and follow us on Twitter at HelloHarm.
If you guys don't, Luke's Charmander on his hat is going to rip off there.
Butt fuck us.
Wait, why us?
Why are we getting fucked?
Because
Because
they're
the
not.
fans aren't complying. So
Yeah.
we're getting the punishment.
It's our problem. No, I'm doing all that I can. I don't think we should get punished.
No, we're getting the hanky panky.
If they don't sub and
Yeah.
like this and
We
leave
also
a comment.
have some mildly exciting news that could happen here within the next 2 weeks.
What?
Streaming.
I was going to keep that a secret.
It's no longer a secret.
Obviously, it's not a secret anymore.
Yeah, we're-
It's not a secret.
Anyways,
Yeah,
I'll
well,
try
fuck
and
you, I
keep it.
guess.
Maybe if people didn't
Well,
hear
that's
it.
all. I'm not
So
going to
basically,
be like,
what we're going to be doing is in the next 2
No.
weeks, we're going to be setting up the Hello Harem streaming platform.
yeah,
We're going to be
so-
streaming games, and our little chibis that are on our profile are going to be our avatars. And eventually, we'd like to move into upgraded avatars. So
Wait.
that I will keep that a secret.
Wait,
Can we
wait,
just do
instead
that?
of saying upgraded avatars, I'd like to imagine it's just our chibis, but we remove the mouth and then we put our actual mouths on
I
the
see.
We
chibis.
I
annoying orange ourselves.
I was thinking even better. It's just our chibis, but we do like the Canadians from South Park, and our heads just start popping up. Every
Oh,
time.
That would
yeah.
be funny as fuck.
We could just get a retrofit.
Or we
like
could just put our
Ozzy
faces on the chibis. So-
did. That'd be so ugly.
What if Charmander's dick was just like his tail? Like the tip of it was on fire?
He would die if it went out.
I forgot that's canon, that if that goes out, he dies.
Yeah.
So can you not swim?
No, he can't swim. It's a fire.
Well, like say it's a hot day on the beach and he wants
He's
to go
made
for a
of
dip.
fire. He's not worried about hot.
He's made of lizard. His
Well-
tail has fire. Holy shit.
Luke's the one wearing the hat, so I trust his word more than yours.
Which
So,
one of us
Alex-
has a burning sensation on the dick? I think you should trust me.
Where the hell's that chalkboard?
Yes, Luke? I have it because I'm doing the anime recommendation.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's hiding
get
the
into
chalkboard.
Yeah, I'm
that.
hiding it. Yeah, we'll get
Alright.
into it. So, My anime recommendation for this week is a show that I watched when I first got into anime. It's just like a 12-episode low-key slice-of-life show. It's called Tari Tari. I'll let you look at that.
It's got a half
Half
off
off
pineapple.
pineapple.
Pineapples?
Oh,
Does
nice.
pineapple
nice.
have anything to do with the show?
Not really. I mean, they live in Kanagawa.
We all
so
did
maybe.
something to do with your dad.
I did nacho fries.
I did pineapple.
He
'cause
did
I
do
like
nacho
it.
fries, but that has nothing to do
That's
with
part-
the
that's
frying
food.
pan.
But
It is food.
since I haven't seen the show in over 2 years, I was just gonna read the plot real quick. It's super. It's like not very long, so here I go. So Tari Tari. The story centers around 5 Japanese high school students who are too young to be called adults, but who no longer think of themselves as children. Wakana Sakai once took music lessons, but she withdrew from music after losing her mother. Konatsu Miyamoto is a positive-thinking girl who loves singing and spends time after school at the vocal music club. Sawa Okuta is a spirited archery club member who dreams of becoming a horse rider and shooting archery off the horse.
Oh, that's cool.
Tachi Tanaka is a chronically late badminton team member who lives with his college student sister. Veen just transferred into Wakana's class after 12 years abroad in Austria. Music brings Wakana, Konatsu, Sawa, and the others together into an ensemble during their last summer in high school. The story is set in Fujisawa and Kamakura, Kanagawa. So pretty much it centers around those 5 kids. And the reason I hesitated to call it like a low-key slice of life is because it is, but it's not the really lucky go happy stuff you usually get from the show. It has a very deeper meaning to it, and it's a really fun show to watch because it has a really cool plot to it. It's nothing crazy because it's a 12-episode low-key slice of life, but it's just more interesting than something you'll find with a regular slice of life.
You know, to an extent, it kind of reminds me of Sound Euphonium because it's not happy-go-lucky. It is mildly somber
Mhm.
the entire time.
I say it's like low-key Sound Euphonium, but they don't all play instruments.
Do they enter the love life?
No, they don't really enter anything. They have like
What
a
am I, the
final
horse?
they have like a final school band or like final school ensemble concert, and like people try to stop them and stuff, and their power of friendship helps them.
Of course it does.
it's
You
actually
watched One Piece?
They found the One Piece.
pretty much, but I recommend that show because I thought the story was really interesting. It was a little deeper. It had some sad parts, and it also had some really happy parts. The characters were really awesome and cute, and the animation for it is like top notch for what you would expect for that type of show. Very, very high quality animation.
What
So-
would you, are we still rating things out of Mahos?
No.
No, this is going to be pineapple.
I did
today.
ping pongs.
Ping pongs?
You
What
did
I
frying
do?
pans.
Frying pans.
I could do badmintons.
That's too close to ping
Do
pongs.
horses because you like to
Yeah.
fuck those.
Yeah,
Like
do
the fuck
horses.
I don't, but I'll rate it out of horses.
So,
I
how
honestly,
many horses would you fuck out of 10?
Alex, how many horse bussies out of 10?
8.
Do you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? It's 8 horse bussies out of 10.
But that
Wait,
was
wouldn't it just be a hussy?
It's too close to hussy.
Yeah.
That's an offensive term.
mhm.
Why'd you say it out loud then?
Well, it's offensive to
Well, when
women.
when you use it towards
when
someone.
you use it towards women. Horse pussy is better. It'll
But
hurt less feelings.
I really enjoyed that show. So that one I definitely recommend to people because it's definitely a low key under the radar one. That one is not one you hear a lot pop up.
Do you know what studio does it?
It said right here actually.
I was about to say
Ghibli?
Ghibli.
It is by
Trigger.
PA Works.
Oh, I know what they. Wait, hold on.
They can't believe it,
Yeah,
dude.
I've definitely heard of that
It's
studio.
by Trigger.
It just did something. That's by Studio
Works.
Trigger.
But have you guys heard of that show before ever?
No.
Exactly.
Never.
Oh, Angel Beats.
They did it.
Yeah.
Is it animated similar to Angel Beats?
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Oh, I loved Charlotte.
It honestly
Yeah,
it looks more realistic.
Okay, so this studio has done a lot of good shows.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
They got a lot of good stuff
Even though
under
it
their
was
belt.
just 3, but
I think that show came out in 2012.
Speaking of good shows, can I bring up Super Cub?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen
You
it
know,
yet?
No, I had a fucking horrible headache last night, so I didn't watch anything but Hellgirl.
It's fucking
it's
awesome.
really cool, actually.
And it would probably just piss me off because the troubles I'm having in real life.
The sound design is very good.
Also, the animation is super rough, and
Yeah.
it looks awesome.
It looks really good.
With like because the background is very artsy.
Mhm.
Yet the character and all the animation that they put into the characters and the bike looks clean as shit, but the characters look really rough, and it's a
Isn't
cool,
it like a Honda
cool
Super
dynamic.
Cub?
It
Yeah,
is
it's a Honda Super
Super
Cub.
Cub.
It's a scooter.
It is.
Yeah.
That's
It's
cute.
hard. It's got a kickstart.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
it does.
It is a kickstart.
And absolutely nothing happens the whole episode,
No.
basically.
Nothing.
Nothing.
And it is
Jay,
it's
we're not on
blissful.
Zoom.
It is blissful to watch.
Oh.
I'll watch Super Cub tonight, though. I have some animes
I will
to catch
watch
up
Super
on.
Cub tonight.
It's really
pretty awesome.
cute.
I'm just excited for Saturday, dude. We're group watching
I'm
that
excited
at
for
Cleo's
this.
house.
Wait, yeah,
Sorry.
Nagatoro comes
Yeah.
out
I
Saturday.
can't hear the sound of me being the only one watch Zombieland.
I'm
Saga
watching it
today,
tonight.
dog.
I also have to finish
Yeah, I'm watching it tonight.
Ordesuki tonight.
All right.
I have that hour
All
long
right.
episode.
All right. Jay needs to come up with 3, probably 4 at the most shows to watch this season due to final semester of nursing school.
You have one. Nagatoro.
That's happening. So actually, just give me 3.
You're stuck with 2 because.
Well, you got to do
Zombieland
Zombieland Saga.
Fuck.
Yeah,
You
you
don't
have
get
to.
a choice.
Give me 2.
Let me.
2?
Give me
Not
t-
everything's
just 2?
come out is the problem.
I got nursing school.
Well, out of
to
everything
do.
we've seen
What
so
if-
far,
All right, hold on.
so he
Give
has
me-
2. He has 2.
He wants to or has
He
to?
I
needs-
have
wants-
2. I need 2 more.
Okay,
All right,
okay.
well,
So
let me
we
get
got
the thing.
Nagatoro and Zombieland Saga.
Haha.
Let me get the picture featuring Rory Mercury up.
Rory Mercury, my bae. Actually, my new bae's in my eye.
Bruh.
She's one of the
From,
she's one of the illest
Hellgirl?
characters ever.
Is she based?
Did you just say ill?
Ill. Yeah. And I'm
What
bringing
are you-
it
what are you gonna
back.
throw out? What are you?
We're not
what are you
bringing
thinking?
ill back.
No,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my brain just broke because he said ill.
We're not
in
bringing ill
2021.
The Hello Harem podcast is crunk, and we're here to bring.
That is righteous. That's a righteous word.
Oh, that is so fucked, dude. No.
And the MI is based Lamau. She's fucking poggers.
You don't understand the amount of vomit that I want to spew out because.
What are other old words?
Shit.
That's not one.
Damn
Nani.
My grandpa gave me an old ass Chinese or Japanese newspaper, and he told me to give it to you guys and put it on the podcast table, and I forgot. It's
When
the-
you
it-
when
it's
you
l-
going over there next?
Well, no, it's at my house. It's on my
Oh
dresser.
yeah, we can bring it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, we'll be back here tomorrow. Yeah, it's like a Chinese or Japanese. I have no idea.
Like a newspaper?
Yeah, I can't tell the difference between the language really.
I
That's
should
what
bring some of
If
my.
you see Hiragana or Katakana, it's Japanese. If it's just kanji, it's Chinese.
I
He doesn't
don't know.
We'll look at it. What, Luke?
All right, yeah, let's throw
I think
some
it's
out.
Chinese.
Because
Combines
it's
will be
still sweet.
dispatched.
Is it Chinese?
Yeah.
No.
It's funny. Just keep going. Keep going.
What do you want me to say?
Just
Dragon
like-
Ghost House Hunting? Ooh,
No,
what a
I
fucking
actually
good
I
show.
dropped that.
I'm gonna drop that.
What a good fucking
that
show.
bad?
It sucks.
It sucks.
The dragon's voice just pisses me off.
The dragon just pisses me off.
The plot pisses me
Period.
off.
Why?
Period.
It's just stupid.
It's everyone.
just-
Everyone's like, "Oh, a dragon! I'm not gonna let you house hunt."
I'm not gonna let you in my house.
And then he's
You're
like,
gonna
"Oh
kill me."
no,
And he's like,
I got kidnapped for the 4th time this episode."
Yeah.
What?
and I'm a dragon, but I can't fly because I didn't unlock the fly skill.
Yeah.
It's-
Just
it's
okay.
pretty
Let's
awful.
continue. That show's bad.
Sack of shit. Fuck that dragon.
Okay, so we have Nagatoro and Zombieland.
Zombie Wind.
Well, like I don't know what to recommend.
Just
like
just
I
read
think
the title. Just
I'd
no,
say.
just read the
Um,
titles.
Honestly, what happened when I shaved my beard?
Oh,
That is-
What
yeah,
I
it is-
just said.
What'd you say?
I
You did
shaved
not
my
just
beard.
say
Yes,
that.
He said the Japanese title.
I have it in English, Luke.
I have the whole
English.
title.
Is it in English?
Yes.
Did you say it in English?
No, he said it in Japanese.
Okay,
He
so
only
That's
has
like
English.
saying, "Oh, you said Tony Kawa. I watched Tony Kaku Kawaii." Like you fucking.
I
they
wouldn't
don't
have
even
known
start with the
that.
same letters.
I wouldn't have known that.
It's the same show.
Yes,
They're
so
the
that's
same show.
but if he
that
didn't
one.
know what he was saying,
It doesn't. I mean, I'm saying their argument is invalid because it's the same show.
those 3. Definitely those 3 because that show.
I have
going
no
to be
idea what
awesome.
show you
It's
just.
called like I shaved my beard and
After being rejected, I
Yeah.
shaved and took in a high school runaway.
Yeah,
it's going to be awesome.
it's gonna be
like
Poggers.
100%.
Episode 1 was Pog.
Interest.
I don't have another recommendation.
Yeah,
right
the
now, 'cause
issue
I
is-
really don't. I don't know which show's going to be the best out of the rest of them now.
because there's still a lot that haven't aired.
Just
yet.
stick with 3 for now, and then if there's anything that really pogs off,
Well, like, have you seen what Saturday looks like?
Saturday's fucked.
It's everything. It's
See that
fucking
big
everything.
long list. There's so much going on.
When do you have time to shit, dude? Like, what the fuck?
Can you breathe?
Holy Jesus! What the fuck? Oh my God!
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Shoop.
I haven't had a good shoop in a while.
I'm gonna get a shoop when I get home.
Oh, didn't you say Combatants Will Be Dispatched look good?
I did.
What's it remind you of? You said it reminded you of something.
Konosuba.
I'm in.
There's 4.
You son of a
I love
bitch, I'm in.
the android girl.
And I
She's
said
fucking
that,
awesome.
and Thor went, yeah.
Well, no,
I'm
I wanted
still-
you to list more because there's a lot of shows this season. I didn't
Well, I
want
mean,
to
I was
say,
looking
well, yeah,
at it,
that
but,
one.
like, the ones that I, like, one of the other ones I want to say was Koikimo, but I don't know. Have you seen it, Alex?
Episode 1 so far.
Oh, you didn't watch episode 2?
Not yet.
What do you think of it?
I like it. I think it's
weird.
funny.
It's
I think it's
kinda
funny.
weird.
It's
Like, I like it, but I don't know if I would recommend it right now.
not quite. It's silly. I think the main girl character is
Like,
like
that's
silly.
the thing. Like, the other shows that we've all 3 watched, I'm like, none of them are, like, the best thing I've
Yeah.
ever
Yeah, none of
watched.
them like
They all
stand
kind
out
of-
crazy.
That's why I was looking at the list, because, like, I'm not going to just say something and be like, yeah,
I mean,
just watch this.
To me, it's one of those shows it's going to be fun to watch, but it's not going to be like
not
that
gonna
was
be very
amazing.
good.
Yeah, it's just going to be funny.
I mean, I can say, like, the one I'm most excited for the next episode of is Vivi. It's from the Wit Studio that did Ancient Magus' Bride. And the story is really fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like debating on what shows to pick up.
DeBaby.
and Still like, yeah, I'm debating.
Well, we've
What
already
to
all
do.
dropped
Let's
fucking Dragon
go.
Ghost House.
Yeah.
Dragon
that
Ghost
one
House
won.
Hunting is getting right off the fucking
That's a
list.
terrible show.
I've never dropped a show so fast.
Literally one
Episode
It-
1.
It felt when I was watching it.
It felt like
I
an
was
eternity.
I was 10 minutes in. I'm like, have I been watching for like 2 days? And then it's like, oh, we're halfway through the show. I'm like, son of a bitch, dude. I just want this to be
Like,
over.
we're halfway through the show. Oh, Demon Lord. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It's just
it was
bad.
kind of how I felt towards the end of like Skate the Infinity.
Oh God, yeah.
I liked the first couple episodes, and then it just
Yeah.
dragged. And I'm like, this is not good anymore.
It was just Skate Yowie.
It was just
Yeah.
Skate Yowie.
Why couldn't it have been Skate Yuri? Then it would have been at least tolerable.
It would have been.
I don't know. I guess maybe they wanted to spice it up.
With a bunch of dicks.
They didn't spice it up. They didn't spice it enough.
But we got lovey.
Dio talking about being in love.
Yeah, Dio's in the show. So
Dio's
is
the bad guy.
So is Roswell.
He's Dio.
Yeah, I know. He's a good voice. He's fucking
He's a
phenomenal
great
voice
voice
He's
actor.
in everything.
I
He
just
was
think
the
that
plant
was
guy from Darwin's Game.
that wasn't.
He was
his-
what?
The plant guy from Darwin's Game, the florist. The
I love
florist.
his voice.
I do like how he drags things out.
He dies in his big flower suit.
Oh yeah, that guy with
That's
the
Dio.
where he turned a whole fucking building into a tree.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Dio,
so
Roswell,
cool, dude.
That guy.
That guy was cool as fuck.
I still need to watch Darwin's
Oh,
Game.
it
I still
fucks.
gotta-
It's 11 episodes.
Yeah, it fucks hard
That's
as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll watch
The first
that.
episode's an hour.
I won't be watching a new show for a while.
show is phenomenal.
Jigoku Shoujo is 4 seasons of 26 episodes each. I'm only on season 2.
Oh, so it's pulling the railgun type beat.
Yeah, it's long. It's
Railgun
longer.
type
It's
beat.
it's longer than Clan Ad by like 50 episodes. But it's amazing. But
So it's like, you could have just said it's longer than railgun by like 20.
I could have, but I didn't.
All right.
It's shorter than One Piece by 880.
It's way shorter than One Piece.
So, like,
But it's pogging off. When that show's over, I'll
Actually,
I'll
I have
pog
one
off
question, and then we can dive into the Godzilla stuff.
Gojira.
In Oresuki, I have the one episode left that's like an hour, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Does he pick one girl that he is like in love with?
I thought he already did in episode 12.
It's like
no,
my-
no.
He should.
Well,
No.
here's my thing. Like, I kind of don't want him to because
Didn't
I
you
really
watch
like
it?
all of them.
I never watched episode 13.
You didn't
yet.
watch the last one.
No. Because I forgot it came out. I was like, oh, we gotta watch that.
It's been out for like a minute, hasn't
What
it?
show?
About a year.
About a
Oresuki.
year.
It's the one with Bench Kun.
Dude, it's so fucking funny.
It's really
so
funny.
funny.
When I watch it, I fucking laugh my ass off.
It's a poggers show.
Because I kind of don't want him to like pick one because I really like
He-
everybody.
I will tell you, he does not.
Okay, that's fine with me.
What?
That's fine.
What?
He doesn't pick
It's
someone.
a harem. Low-key.
He doesn't pick
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
In what?
Oresuki.
But, like,
Oh.
he does, but he doesn't, if that makes sense. It's an implied pick. He doesn't straight up say he picks.
All right.
So like a lot of shows.
Yeah.
We should make some kind of blood pact where like the next guy to do this thing that's unlikely to happen has to watch One Piece.
First guy to get struck by lightning has to watch One Piece.
I hate that that's like the most perfect blood pack to do.
If you get struck by lightning and you're a part of the Harem, you have to start and finish the entirety of One Piece.
What else?
You know what sucks out too?
Come on.
Everyone grab the Maho can.
All right, if any of us ever get struck by lightning, we gotta watch the entirety of One Piece.
It's raining outside too, so we have a chance, and we're at an airport.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, speaking of the airport, I had to wait for the airport geese to cross the street.
Dude, so did I.
They're out
Right.
in numbers.
Little bastards.
Last week.
Fucking geese, dude.
Now, geese in general or just the airport?
Geese, all geese. I
right.
hate geese. Fuck geese.
Ooh.
If I could make a goose genocide, I would fuck up the geese, dude.
What do you have against?
I hate geese.
Why?
I despise. No, this is coming from a really real. All right, and we're back. And boy, do we have some news. After my rant, Alex informed me that it is now legal in Ohio with the permit to fuck up the geese. So let me do the little skizzy on the 411 for you. Ohio has allowed now for the permit to get permits to hunt, trap, and destroy goose nests because the amount of geese that are in Ohio right now, the shit that they're producing is actually polluting the water in Ohio and our landscape. So
So they're a legit
So
invasive
through
species.
March 11th through August 31st, with a permit, Ohioans are allowed to fuck up the geese. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a call to action from a boy from the Hello Harem podcast. I need you all to go out, get your guns, get your permits. It's time to round up these long-necked fucks. We're going fucking genocide on their ass.
It's actually a legit genocide. When Jonathan was reading the thing, they're like, it is legal to round up the geese, destroy their homes, and shoot them. I was like, that is genocide.
You can catch me outside my house any fucking day of the week with a goddamn elephant rifle.
Dude, what if you like equipped your car? You know how old trains used to have snow plows? Those like
One of
those
those
really
on the
sharp
Xterra.
ones.
Dude, the
What
goose
if you put
whacker.
that on the Xterra and just?
What if I had Luke build me something that like I hooked to the front of my car and it was just like hands on a wheel that spun really fast?
And
so
go to the
when I
geese.
hit geese, it just smacked them out of the fucking way.
Do you think goose tastes good?
No,
No.
I hear they're like really oily, and
Gamey
gross.
as fuck.
Yeah, I hear duck is good though.
It's not about the meat though. It's for me. It's
About
more-
sending a message.
It's about sending a
No,
message.
for me, it's just about showing them who the fuck is the apex
Jay,
predator.
What happened with geese to make you hate them so much?
Uh,
Like, did they cause your parents to divorce?
No, that was something different.
Okay, because you seriously hate geese.
I really dislike geese. I don't know, man. Ever since I was like a child, I've kind of hated geese. Like you know how you used to go to the park and feed the geese?
Yeah, you'd feed them bread.
They would always chase me. So like, I really don't like geese.
Seems to be a hate-hate relationship.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
does.
like I would like walk up to feed the geese and they'd start hissing at me and then I'd run away and they would chase me. And when I was younger, I remember one time one of them bit the back of my calf and I got pissed. So from this point forward, I've wanted a goose genocide, and the Ohio government has just given me that like permission. So
Has anyone else been bit by a goose?
fucking hurts, dude.
I've never been bit by a goose.
It hurts.
I don't think I've ever been bit by a wild animal ever, or like attacked.
Geese
or
are
even,
assholes.
Yeah, I know they're mean. They're dicks.
I don't think I have either. I mean, like
They're always in the
mosquitoes.
road.
But mosquitoes are just
know?
mosquitoes.
Do you ever see a goose crossing the street and you seriously consider, instead of slowing down, you consider speeding up a little?
No, because that
No.
Chungus raccoon really did a number on my wheel well, and I don't want Chungus Goose to do the
Do you
same
remember
thing.
the time that I was on my way here for
Goose
one of our
Chungus.
podcast episodes and I hit a raccoon hard as fuck?
Yeah.
I sent a text that said, "I'll be a little late. I just face fucked a raccoon with my big mug."
Yeah, that is something that happened.
I remember
Isn't
that.
it?
Oh, that's
Isn't
good.
it?
Luke,
was-
have you ever hit an animal?
No.
I've never hit an animal either.
I actually, on my Bonneville, when I still had the Bonneville, one of my first dates with Autumn, we were coming back from a really nice day at Cedar Point. We had an awesome time. I was like, man, she's a really great girl. I had a great time with her. Just don't fuck it up on the way home. We're driving home on the highway, and I'm pushing the speed limit kind of a lot, and a coyote runs out, and I fucking... boom! boom! Like, I did not have time to slow down, and I didn't, like, react. I just fucking plowed through it. She was asleep in the passenger seat. She woke up. She was like, what happened? I fucking hit her coyote. I don't know what happened. So I get back to her house, and I drop her off, and I'm like, I had a great time. That was really awesome. And she's like, do you want to look at the front of your car? Like, you hit that coyote pretty hard. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. So I get my flashlight. I look, the fucker took my license plate. My whole front license plate. That's why I never had a front license plate on the fucking Bonneville, because the coyote took it with him.
Fucker stole my plate.
To be more specific, I have never hit an animal. I've had an animal hit me, though.
I've had that happen too.
Bang, bang, we're back.
Again.
So, again, for the third time this episode. Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the episode. Anyway, as I was saying, I did get hit by an animal instead of having an animal hit me. I was going 35 down the road, and I was heading towards Manchester Road by my house, which you guys would have gotten off when you went to Belgrade's.
Okay.
On the highway. I was going towards that street on...
Holy crap.
Just keep talking.
Christ. And I was driving, and all of a sudden I heard boom, like real loud. It was loud as fuck. And then I saw like in my mirror something like just start crawling away. And I was like, what the fuck? I got on my car. There was a dent in my door that went in like that. Like it was a deep ass dent. And I was like, huh, that's pretty cool. And I was like, I wonder what happened. And I was looking, I was like, I think I got hit by a coyote.
Oh, coyote.
I was driving at 35 miles per hour, and this thing hit me so hard it dented my door.
No, dude, that was a Loveland frogman trying to eat your ass.
Dude.
Luke, I had like this same thing happen, but with a deer. I was driving up the road, and it's like 7 or 8 at night. It's just getting dark. I'm just vibing, listening to music. My window is down. No, my window was halfway down, and I'm just vibing like doo-doo-doo. And then like out of the corner of my eye, I see this thing real quick, and then boom, it's like boom, and then like he like spins around because I see him in my mirror, like falls all over the fucking road. So I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I pull over. At first I check my car and I'm like, what the fuck? And I see like this, he like spit on my window, and there was all this like moisture and gross stuff on my window. I'm like, you bitch. And it like slid down my car. I'm like, god damn it. And like I start looking, I'm like, dude, that had to have been a deer. And I can't find the little fucker. He got away. But
You were on 38th?
no, I was on Hills and Dales. I was going up Hills and Dales by the golf course. This guy just fucking smacked it.
That's epic. All I got was blood on the side of my car.
I'd rather have blood than gross stuff.
You guys actually got something. The chungus that tore off my wheel well, no
He
trace.
took the wheel well.
no
with him.
trace.
He ate it.
My favorite stories are like the stories of people that like hit a deer, and then the deer gets up and like limps away, and then they follow it into the woods and bash its head in with a rock. You ever hear
It's
about
like
that?
it's like protocol to do that.
It's
though.
like protocol to do that, but like fucking the deer's like, oh god, oh Jesus Christ, he's like limping away, and here comes Thorpe with a rock.
Like
I'm not ready.
the deer's just as confused. Like, what the fuck did I hit? What I hit? He's like,
oh my god, I hope it's okay.
What?
I do like deer meat a lot. It's good.
Oh, venison kind of goes.
I've never had deer meat.
Yeah,
I
it's
had
some-
deer bologna before.
I gotta try and get my dad to make us gator bites sometimes.
Your dad will make us anything. There was this kid that went to the gym. He was like in the military or something. He was stationed in Alaska, and he was on his way home. He was driving from Alaska to Ohio, and he was on his way home, and this dude hits a moose. he like when I saw him for the first time in the gym, I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened to your face? He's like, I hit a moose, and he showed me a picture of his car, totaled. I'm surprised he's alive. He's like, that thing was like 6-7 feet tall. I'm surprised I'm not dead. I'm like, your face looks fucked, man. I'm like, I'm glad you're okay, but how'd you hit a moose? How do you hit a moose? That thing is like a wall.
Didn't see it.
Dude, have you seen okay. That's completely fair because I saw this video of a moose running through 4 feet of snow like nothing. This dude's just galloping.
That's 'cause moose are like fucking dinosaurs with fur.
They're scary.
That's what they are.
I never want to see. I want to see a moose, but
I've seen
not
one.
wild.
I don't want to encounter
Yeah,
a
dude.
moose.
Oh yeah, you showed me pictures.
Yeah, I have the picture of it that I took when I was backpacking Colorado. I saw a moose, but I was talking to Autumn's dad's a hunter, and he goes out to like Colorado and like Montana or something, and he goes backpacking, but he brings a gun and then he hunts stuff while he goes out there with the intent of getting a moose while he's out there.
He doesn't pack food. He finds it
back.
So it's him and like 4 other guys, and they go out, they kill the moose, they set up camp around the body, and then they fucking clean the moose out in the field, pack the meat, and carry it out.
That's hardcore.
Isn't that hardcore as fuck? I've seen a picture
is.
of him that they have on their wall of him just out in the woods with a gun, just like in the middle. I'm like, this guy's an animal, and they get a moose because I had some of the meat.
Is moose good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty nice. But
I want to try bison.
But
I heard bison's good.
he told me he would rather be on the charging end of a bear than on the charging end of a moose.
Well, at least with a bear, like, people talk about things how you can not prevent a bear attack, but stay safe. Like, with grizzlies, it's like play dead. With black bears, it's get really big.
Yeah.
With a moose, it's like, if you believe in a god, fucking pray to him.
The moose isn't gonna care if you're jumping up and down. He's just gonna think you're a moving target.
Yeah.
And fucking plow your ass.
And they're territorial as fuck, especially with
I
kids.
don't want the moose to plow my ass.
Well, yeah, because like fucking meese, like what they'll do is they'll fucking knock.
I was hoping someone would say meese.
No, they'll knock your ass down and then they will stomp on you. They do.
Their hooves are probably like that.
Dude, with a moose attack, that's what they do. They knock you down and then they stand on like over top of you. They rear back on their back legs and then they just start going like that with their front legs.
I imagine
on
like
you.
when he's standing over you, he's like, bitch, and then just
like,
fucks
no,
you
no.
up.
You guys know how like big breeds of dogs like Dobermans or Irish Wolfhounds are already big as fuck on 4 legs, and then when they get on 2, they're bigger than the average person. Imagine like a 7-foot moose on 4 legs, standing on his hind legs, ready to just fucking pound your ass. He's
15
probably
and a half foot
yeah. Holy
moose.
fuck! You are staring into the eyes of the T-Rex right now, and it's about to pound you.
Rem and Ram thought that was funny.
Why are we talking about getting rammed by meese now? We're getting plowed and rammed by a moose.
This is fuck Godzilla, dude. I'd rather run into a
started
moose.
off
No,
as-
I'd rather run into Godzilla than a moose.
What?
At least he can't like fucking pinpoint you on the ground. He's like, I'm like 100 fucking million feet tall. Like, what's a little person down there? Moose is like, I'm big and scary, but I can see a person.
I'm big and scary, but I can see you.
Yeah.
It's like,
I might not be able to shoot a death laser, but I can stomp the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
yeah, well, it didn't occur to me how scary it was to see a moose out there because like here's kind of how it went down. We went from camp, we were walking up the trail to go up the mountain, and we turned to our left, and my grandpa, like, well, I didn't turn to my left. He saw it, and we're walking, and he takes his hand, and he just kind of goes like that on me, like just puts his hand across my chest and like stops me, and I'm like, what? And he just like goes, and I went, what? So he takes his finger and points, and to the left through through the trees in a clearing, you can just see a moose just standing there, and he's just staring at us, and my grandpa's like, that's a moose. And I was like, yeah. And so I pulled out my phone and I took a step forward to get a picture, and my grandpa was like, no. And so I took a picture of it, and after that he was like, come on. And he, like, we just walked away real slow. I didn't know why he was scared, because at that point I wasn't aware of the moose ass whooping that could have occurred. But he knew all about the moose ass whooping, because when we got, like, we walked away real slow, and then he looked at the moose the whole time we were walking away. That shit was scary now that I think about it.
Me and Alex were in, this was years ago, our family and like my cousins and stuff went down to West Virginia.
Yeah.
And we stayed in cabins.
Totes
And
my goats.
like we would feed deer and stuff, but
We fed him
every
Cheetos.
night. Yeah, I got a bag of Cheetos.
one
Feed
day
these
we
mugs Cheetos.
One day we named Charlie would come by every day. Every time we fed him, he'd have like orange cheese all over his fucking mouth.
They were eating good.
Yeah,
But
it's so bad to feed
we
him.
went hiking in the woods, and my dad was taking us around. We were probably like, I don't know, 7 years old, and we had my cousins with us, and we were getting ready to go into the woods, and down into this trail there's a tree that fell over, so the roots and stuff were up. There were 2 black bear cubs playing on these. So my dad stops. I look. I can see these little mugs. They look at us. we turn around and get the fuck out of there because Mama Bear was probably pretty close, and she was
knew.
gonna be pissed.
She knew we were there too.
And every night, a black bear would come up to our cabin.
Jay has the moose pic.
I gotta see
We'll
this
put that up
second.
on the screen. We'll put the moose pic up on the screen.
is.
for
A
you
black
guys.
bear would come up
Just
to our
chilling.
cabin,
He would,
And-
he was
Yeah.
staring
tear
at us
open the
like
trash
that.
can.
Yeah.
And Alex is sleeping in the living room of this cabin, and there's a black bear on the porch out back,
yeah.
tearing through our shit.
Yeah, so like I'm sleeping like out in the living room because all the beds are full, and like I was super scared to sleep out there because I knew there were bears. I was like, oh fuck, man, what if a bear comes around? And I'm like just sleeping there. It's dark at this point, and I wake up and I'm like, what's that noise? And there's this bear outside of the back door, just fucking up our trash can. And I'm like staying far away from him. And I was really hoping, because I was on a couch and right behind me was this big glass window, that the bear wouldn't pop up. But he never did, so I just got scared by the bear by noise.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I think that's the only time I've seen a real bear in the wild.
Yeah, me too.
I've actually never like seen a bear. I've seen a moose. I saw a mountain lion.
Fuck mountain lions.
It
That's
was
scary.
It was fine because he was like really far away. But
You said he was on like the other ridge, wasn't
yeah,
he?
we were on one ridge and he was on the adjacent ridge. And my grandpa had binoculars and we looked at him and he was cool, but like I was like, good thing he's over there.
Yeah, I've seen videos of mountain lions.
They stalk you for a minute.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It was
for,
funny.
Hours.
Because I still things I didn't know at the time because I was a young lad, but I'm sure my grandpa knew, but like he never mentioned it. He was just like, we were just out there having a good time, and what if like at night when we went to bed, he was just like thinking like,
Fuck, he's got his hand on his like 45 or something.
No.
that was actually at the point where he stopped bringing guns on our backpacking trips, so we weren't defenseless.
You were defenseless.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
When we go to Vermont, I'm bringing a gat.
What?
You're not
Yeah.
bringing your AR.
No, I'm not bringing the
That's
AR.
not happening.
I'll bring a handgun.
You want to bring a gat on our backpacking trip?
Yeah, because you guys did talk about that one weird dude.
That was
New
creepy.
York.
That-
and I
that
was
creeped
reading
me
this
out.
thread on Reddit.
That
about
kept me up
backpackers,
all night.
about backpackers, and they were just like, "What are some weird things you encountered?" And like a bunch of people have had. I mean, I can't say that this is a common occurrence, but it's not, unheard of. Where people just vibing in their tent and they some dudes were getting shot at.
I
their
read that.
tent.
It was
They
what
were
was
they
that
were in
thread?
Europe. They were in Europe.
They were in Finland.
Yeah.
They were in
And these
Finland.
dudes were sitting there and they heard gunshots kind of far away, and they were on private land, so they're like, "Oh, that's a little weird."
Yeah, they're like sitting by the fire.
And it's
like,
it's
enjoying
dark
the
as
night.
fuck, and then gunshots start fucking pinging out around them, hitting the dirt and hitting their tents. So they dip into the woods and just go lay there all night and then wait for morning. And there's bullet holes in their shit. Dude, that would be like the scariest thing in the world.
Dude, that'd be terrifying. I was reading that. And like one dude he was hunting with his uncle, and they're just watching this baby deer. They're like, "Aw." He didn't shoot the baby deer because he's like, it's not worth it. It's just a baby deer. That shot's really hard to make. Let's just watch the deer. They're like, "Oh." And then a bear comes out and just fucking throws it in the air and like rips it to shreds out of nowhere, dude. And his uncle was like frozen. He's like, bears aren't supposed to be here. And like,
Imagine you
there's
just
a
like
bear.
watched a bear demolish a child, and you're just like, he's not supposed to be here.
He
What do
said-
you do? Climb a tree? He's gonna fucking climb it after you. Bears are awesome climbers.
they are.
Bears are epic.
They were like loading up their car, and the dude turns around. He sees the bear just watching him, and he's like, "We need to get the fuck out of here."
Go,
So they
go.
zoom out.
The woods are really cool, but fuck, can
Scary.
they be scary.
I've low-key been considering that too. I'm like, man, maybe I should just take a little sidearm. Because that New York, that was scary. That kept me up at night. It
Yeah.
actually did. I was scared all night.
That was weird. You guys.
And then
told
me
us
and
that
Jay
story.
heard like this. I swear to God, I heard music.
That
I
was
swear
weird.
to God, over the ridge. I swear to God, I heard
That was a
music.
story in that
That-
thread too. Someone else, I can't remember where they were camping, but they were like, "There's fucking music coming from not too far away."
It was creepy.
That's a really. I feel like that's a pretty common occurrence when you're out there and it's very quiet and you're just laying there trying to go to sleep. It's very dark. You don't hear shit, and so you just hear music and you're just like
That's unsettling.
very. And I looked at Alex and I was like, "Do you hear music?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, go to bed." And I was like, "Okay." And so I closed my eyes and like 5 minutes later, Alex was like, "Hey, I hear music." sick.
That's I think that's actually pretty terrifying. Like, you're the only one who hears it, and you don't know if you're like, okay, am I imagining this? And you bring it up, then the person you're with goes, yeah, I hear that too. You're like, oh fuck, I wasn't imagining.
That was just that whole trip was scary because on our second night, you know how me and Jonathan ran out of water on the second night, so it's like super dark, and I personally was dehydrated as fuck, so I'm laying in bed, and me and Jonathan prior to this had to get water from like a lake that was still, and that worried me because Jonathan's like, always get running water, it's cleaner and it's safer to drink.
Yeah.
So I'm like laying there and I have this horrible headache. I'm like, I can't stop thinking about monsters inside me. What kind of amoeba or something is eating my brain? And I'm like, I was actually thinking, Jonathan, you may find me dead in the morning, and I don't want to die.
Dude, Alex is over there thinking about monsters inside me, and I was like, I was so knocked.
Alex is thinking of monsters inside me. You're sitting there going, man, I like this.
That was a
song."
really bad headache. That one
Really?
hurt. Oh, it was
That's
horrible.
fuck. I'm sorry, I didn't know about that.
We couldn't have done anything about it. I mean,
Yeah.
if we would have hiked another like
I
half
always
mile, we
carry
could have got
ibuprofen.
water. That's all right. No, we ran out.
Yeah, it's fine.
We
Oh
ran
yeah,
out.
my med kit. I was out of ibuprofen.
Yeah, we ran out.
Well, you guys were a little unprepared.
No, I mean, like,
Yeah.
we ran out of water out of no fault of our own
Jay.
because
And one.
what?
And
The
one.
poor sock.
Poor sock.
Rip my sock.
All right, we got the and one story, and then that's it. But
No, I don't even want to tell that.
I don't
I'm
think-
telling it.
I don't want to.
I'll tell it.
tell it.
So the water, by the way, we were out of water through no fault of our own. We thought there would be water along the trail because there were streams the whole way in the first half. Second half, there was dick. There was no water. Like, because we were drinking it like we were going to find more water. Like, yeah, there was lots of streams on the way up. And then we were out of water, and it's like, oh, we'll find some soon. And we get to camp, we're like, didn't find any.
We still need to eat.
Yeah.
There's the water.
Okay,
Yeah.
but like, so we were sitting there at camp, and I'm sitting on a log, and Alex is sitting on a log next to me, and I'm like, dude, I got a shit. And Alex was like, all right. And for those of you that know me, shitting in the woods is one of my genuine favorite things to do. I love shitting in the woods. It's a very freeing feeling being dick out in the forest,
Yeah,
just
it is.
shitting in nature. But so I'm like, I gotta shit bad. So I get into my bag and I'm digging around. Like, I look at Alex and I'm like, dude, I forgot the toilet paper. And Alex was like, oh no. And I'm like, and I really gotta shit. And so Alex comes up with a brilliant idea. He gets in his bag and he brought an extra set of socks because I wasn't going to use mine because I had like socks that were classical art and I wasn't going to wipe my ass with the Scream. And so Alex tosses me an and one sock and I go and I take a mound and wipe my ass with the sock and I bury it in a hole. And so I come back and I sit down and we're sitting there for like another 20 minutes and Alex is like, dude, I got a shit too. And so he takes the sock and he cuts it into strips so that he has like a couple, because I had to get dirty with the one. Like fucking, I cleaned. And Alex uses 3 strips and shits. And then we get back, so we finish our shitting and we go to bed and we get up the next morning and I'm packing my bag. And at the very bottom, like I usually keep it in the brain of the pack, like the top part, because it's easy to get to. I don't know what I was thinking when we were packing. It was in the very bottom of my pack. There was toilet paper next to all my clothes. And then we found out later that those were Anthony's socks.
Can we get a 21 gun salute for the and one socks?
Sorry, Shaquille O'Neal.
21 Pellington salute.
I don't think Shaquille.
21
Wait, is
Pelicans.
and one
I
Shaquille?
think Shaquille O'Neal made and one.
I don't know if he did. I
think he did.
just know it's a basketball thing.
I think
I
he did.
don't know.
They're comfy socks.
Yeah, I like them.
They're really soft on the ass.
Oh dear.
What?
Oh dear.
Well,
They feel good on my asshole.
that's enough of this ass talk.
Final
Wrap,
note
wrap.
of the episode. Hey, Sencho, I'm still single. Please marry me.
Speaking of things that make me shit, Hungry Man, if you could please sponsor us and give me a couple $1,000, a new Chevy, a Wi-Fi router, and
Like, comment, subscribe.
comment, subscribe, and Honey can save you money, then we would really appreciate that. Follow us at Twitter, helloharem.com. And like us on Spotify, and follow us on YouTube.
At spotify.helloharem.com.
Yep, and also if you
Twitch.
could get ready for the Hello Horny streams and get ready to watch us play games and comment how shitty we are at them, that would be awesome.
Twitch.tv/helloharem.
Is that it?
It's created. I
think we already have the Twitch account. If you just go to Twitch and type in Hello Harem, you'll find us. I forgot I did it.
I'm pretty sure we're the only Hello Harem.
Yeah. There's nothing there yet.
Hard to believe.
Oh!
But yeah, go give us a follow. This is the boys from the Harem. This is Jonathan Semmer of the Hello Harem. Thank you for your continued support. And send and one sucks. Thank you.
Hungry, man.
Any
Also,
closing
send us feet pics in our Gmail
Oh,
if you
yeah.
could.
Make sure you
Adam.
email us feed pics.
Any closing messages from anyone else?
We'll be back at it again tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with a
special
full-length
guest.
episode.
With a guest, with
yeah,
a guest.
tomorrow we have a special guest joining us on the Harem Podcast.
It'll be Pog.
He'll be Pog.
He's actually experienced in the horny seas, so
Actually is.
Yeah.
So we're excited to have him on the podcast tomorrow. So we'll catch you guys a little later.
poggers.
Peace.